G'day, I'm Matthew Lawrence.
And I'm Felix Clook.
And once again, each month we'll review the most recent property statistics to come out of the REINZ monthly report, and we'll focus on those key numbers such as days to sell, number of sales, and the key average sale price. Before we get stuck into that, I just wanted to touch base on a question we had from one of our previous viewers where they asked about the new sections coming up in Jacks Point. So there were 35 sections released this morning, which were located at Homestead Bay Road and the corner of Macadam Drive, so right at the front there. These sections, the prices range from $640,000 right up to $765,000, with an average sale price of $660,000. A majority of those sites have already sold, and we are expecting a few to sell over the weekend. So if you would like some more information on those sites, feel free to get in touch with Felix or myself and we can get some information sent through to you.
Yeah, exciting times. Developments out in the Jacks Point area. If you don't like golf, you've got the golf course just 1 or 2 minutes walk just down from the development.
Throw away.
Perfect, cool. So, what have we seen in the Queenstown area? The past month, we've heard reports that the most popular and common buyer segment out there is still those home owner occupiers. First home buyers are still fighting to get their foot onto the property ladder, but they are still facing the barriers and the difficulties through those challenging lending criterias. Vendors remain positive, in good spirits, and they are starting to understand and come to terms with the Queenstown market and its ability to float and carry on through.
One thing we have noticed, which has become very evident, is the amount of people back on the streets. Aussies are back. Over the last month, we've seen a number of bars, cafes and restaurants full to the brim with tourists. We are now back to having to book days in advance for restaurants and having to do a loop or two around town before meetings to try and find a car park. Look, we've enjoyed the last few years of a quiet town, but look, it's great to see town thriving and busy once again.
Yeah, it's always good to see. It's bittersweet. Perfect. So getting into it. So the latest data released by the REINZ shows us that for the month of June, there were 67 sales. The median days on market sits at 59, with the median sale price at 1.25 million. Now this has actually gone up 16.3% compared to June in 2021. Now with this comparison, we just want you to take it with a pinch of salt, as there's a bit of a difference in terms of the amount of sales. So the amount of sales from June last year was 135 compared to 67 this year, which is quite a big difference in data, meaning that there's going to be a sort of median price inflation due to that. So the data population pool is different. By taking it this year as a small data pool range, it's going to have an inflated median price.
Yeah, it's still good to see that auction rates hold strong. Our June auction saw 5 properties go on the chopping block last month, with 4 out of 5 selling on the day and the 5th selling not long afterwards. The interesting thing to see here was seeing a bidder walk into the room on the day, seeing nothing but the property report, the property brochure, and still buying the property sight unseen, which is something we haven't actually seen since the pre-COVID levels. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come over the coming months.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, look, so as a sort of wrap up, for those who are considering or have been considering selling at this moment in this market, just know that the Queenstown market is holding strong. You know, we continue to see house prices do well, and we still see them continue to rise and increase.
Yep. Now, look, thanks everyone for joining us today. We have a very exciting winter warmer wine package available, so head over to our Instagram to check that campaign out. We appreciate your feedback and we really appreciate the support we've been getting. So if there is something you want to hear in the next video update, please don't forget to contact us via email or on social media. Look, until next time, take care.
Thank you.